Last year, Martin Ward proved he was one of the best bantamweights in Britain, so I went along to Neil Fannon's Breton gym to find out what he made of it. So welcome to Hartlepool.co.uk. I'm with Martin Ward, who's going to go for the English title very soon. Martin, are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, very much so. It's something I've been overdue, a title shot, so I'm going to grab it with both hands if I can, Martin, and take the chance while it's there.
Is it a case of another typical Martin Ward performance that we're going to look for?
Well, you know, different styles make different fights, but you know, you've watched me since the start of my career, and if I keep boxing the way I have been, I don't see why I won't be good enough to take the English title off Craig Lyons. I think I'll be more than enough.
You're always confident. You're always looking. You always say to me, especially, that you're going to go out and you're going to control the fight. Is it a case of that again?
Yeah, without a doubt. I know, man. Like I've told you before, if I bring my A game, you know, there's not many bantamweights in Europe have beat me, let alone England. So yeah, it's just a case of going out there and putting another dominant performance on.
Just dominant performance like you did against Snapper. You said that you've learned more in the gym of Neil Fannon than you did against Snapper. Are you going to take some more of the fight from me and into the next fight and into the next step in your career?
Yeah, the thing I learned most about the Ian Abba fight was how to control the pace of the fight over a longer distance. You know, I'd only used to been boxing 4 and 6 rounds. That was the first 10 rounds. That was a big learning curve. But I think I learned a lot about that side of the pro game in that fight. You know, but I've still picked up more on the technical side and how to set on the shots more, like off Neil in the gym, what I did in that fight. But the case of like the 10 rounds distance, I control that better in that fight. And now I know my engine's big enough to go. I can go that pace over 12 if need be. So the Lion fight's 10. So it's the same performance really.
And this is probably your biggest year as a pro. Would you argue with that?
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be once I get this English title, because I've got no doubts I will. And then we're going to move on and win hopefully a British or a Commonwealth title, a major title. And then I'll be a force to be reckoned with then.
Because this could really put you in a position where you could be looking at a British title, then maybe moving on to Commonwealth, then who knows, world title maybe?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, everybody's got to start somewhere, and for me it's the English title fight in March. You know, so get that one, and then that's going to open doors. So, like you said, British, maybe a Commonwealth, and then hopefully down the line, European and so on. So we'll take the first one as it comes. But I've got great self-belief, me man, you know that, and hopefully one day I'm aiming for a world title shot, and hopefully one day that's what I'm going to get.
Is it a case of just taking it one step at a time and just taking every fight as it comes? You say that every time, but is it a case of Martin Ward wanting to push on with his career and maybe go further?
You know, I'll just do what I'm told. I'll take it slow if Neil wants to go slow. If Neil wanted to step me up, I'd step up. You know, I'll leave it down to him. But for me, you know, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to get to the top. Whether it's by hook or by crook, I want to get there sooner or later. I'm only 24 in March, so I've got a good 8 years left of me, and I'll get there in them 8 years, definitely.
And you're always full of praise with Neil. Are you enjoying working with him?
Without a doubt, super coach. You know, he's a little bit stricter than you'd like sometimes, but nah, he's good, fantastic to work with. He's been there with Michael, you know, in the same gym. He's done it all. If he doesn't know, well, it's a hard job for me to know things, you know, that he doesn't already know. And he's a good coach. You know, he can have a laugh and a joke now, but when it comes to fight time, you know, he's serious and he's got a good head. So, and he's cool in the corner and he never gets excited. You know, he's always got a plan, you know, to work with. So, you know, he just follow instructions, listen to Neil, and then my natural talent I've got as well. That should be loads to get as a good title. I mean.
And you mentioned Mickey Hunter there coming back into the gym. What effect has he had on you yourself?
Oh, brilliant to work with Mick. You know, it's like again the same as Fano. He's been there, he's done it all, and him working alongside me, you know, pushing me. Come on, champ. You know, you want to get the belt I've got, and a bit of self. And then he knows as well about making the weight and how to stay strong, and how hard to train in the week before. He passes all that on to me. You know, so. That's really great to get that off Mick, you know, because some other lads in the gym that haven't got an ex-British champion or European champion. We've got that to work with.
If you look back over the history of boxing, boxers have always had a great relationship with their trainer. What's the feeling between Martin and Neil? You got Waddy going for an English title. That's a big step for your lads.
Yeah, because there's not loads of bantamweights about, so whoever wins between Martin Ward and Craig Lyons will probably get a shot at the British title. Well, they're near enough certain to get a shot this year, you know, so it's a great platform for them.
How far do you think Martin can go in terms of British title, then maybe further?
I think he can go even further than me. You know, he's sparred with top fighters like Rendell Munro, Jason Booth, Stewie Hall, and if they can go further, Martin can go a lot further. He's sparred and hardly lost rounds with him. You know, now I know fighting's different, but he's got the talent.
We saw him at the Stadium of Life fighting Ian Napper, who was also very experienced. Do you think he's learnt a lot from that?
Yeah, he made such an easy job of it. I think Napper couldn't believe it, you know, and Napper retired because of it, I think.
So Martin's got the biggest fight of his career coming up soon. Neil knows how big he can be. But are we going to see some history in the making on the 31st of March at St Helens? This is Martin Dunn for the Hartlepool Mail.